Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. And for today's video, what we're going to be doing is a complete wash down. Yes, it's one of those things that fundamentally we have to do. And that is the most important part of the basis of painting and decorating. It's the preparation. So for the cleaning of your ceiling and walls, especially in a kitchen, what you need is Depot. By the way, this is not an advertisement for Depot. It's just very good stuff. And believe me, I use this all the time in my bakery. Bit of spray on, grease, this stuff really works. So this product is really for those areas above hobs and above where your oven was, because that's probably the dirtiest place. Once you've washed down with that, you need your sugar soap. Now this is, once again, a good brand. You can get this from most DIY stores, dare I say the words B&Q. Easy to use. You need a bucket, sponge, and a scourer. I know this has got a scourer on the back here, but believe me, they're not that good. I usually put that over the top, hold it together, and go like that. The 3M stuff is always the better quality. It costs you a lot more, but it's worth it in the long run. And for your ceilings, if you're a lazy person, this is an extendable one, and this is, let's be fair, this is for doing floors, but you can do your ceilings exactly the same way as the floor. But remember, as this is picking up water, the water is going to be coming down on you. Need your gloves and essentially a cloth. So where do we first start? The best place to start is up on the ceiling, because if the water runs down in the rubbish, it runs onto the walls. So you do the walls last, and that's the best way round. I would start with the greasy areas. That is the most important place. So let's have a quick look at where my greasy areas are. So one of my greasy areas is up here. That was where the hob was originally. It's not as bad as it looks. Grot seems to like corners. But apart from that, this is the other place where my oven was originally. Right then, I suppose we better get on with the cleaning. And first we're going to be starting off with getting our bucket of hot water. You're better off using just straightforward hot water. Don't use anything in that bucket at this period of time. Just thought one thing, very important thing to do is cover all your electrics up. So you've got electric sockets all the way around. Important, either turn your electric off, same as your lights. Your lights, especially if you've got ceiling lights I have, they need to be covered, or turn them off completely at the mains. Also, all your sockets, you want to be covering them with plastic so no water gets in them, or once again, just turn off the electric and you won't have a problem. So with Depot, all you need to do is just spray it straight onto the surface and let it do its job. Just do a small part at a time. And all we do is get our scrubber and just and that like that. And just get our cloth. So you've seen how easy this was to take off of here. Now I did tell you not to start on the walls, but that's okay. If it's really, really grotty, then start on the walls and then do the ceiling afterwards. But you still have to come back to the walls again. So you saw how easy this was. Now I'm going to move above where the hob was. Don't forget, I'm only doing this for an example. You can start wherever you like. And there's that area on top of the ceiling. Well, that was how easy that was to come off. As you see, it's come off quite well. You can't see the dirt mark as much now, so it's working really, really well, and especially here. Well, I'm going to carry on and do the rest of it, and then we'll drop back. I'm not going to waste your time watching me clean the wall. You've seen how I've done that. So what I'll do is I'll clean the rest of this wall off, and then what we'll do, we'll come back when I partly got through the ceiling. Can you see that patch? That's depot. Wasn't that easy? Yeah. And especially with this tool, it makes life so easy for doing the ceiling. And obviously once you've finished, you pop your cloth over the top for drying down. And you can see the difference. I have just finished the ceiling. I'll just show you what I've done. I think you'll probably agree as it stands at the moment, it looks really, really good anyway. And why would I want to do anything else with it? And I've managed to clean all the edges up as well. So we're all cleaned up all the way around. So that's all been done as well. And also this part here, which is actually like a vinyl silk, which is now flat. So if you've gathered by now, I'm a bit of an OTT person. So I like almost anything, almost 100% spot on. So the ceiling's good, but it's not good enough. And that's why we're going to be using sugar soap. Now the directions for this, straightforward, boiling hot water or hot water. If you're going to put your hands in it, don't get it boiling. So what we need to do with this, it says 30 grams to 4.5 litres of water. I am putting 60 grams or milliliters, whichever the case may be, to 4.5 litres of water. And that's all it's going to be. And this will just be a stable coating to paint over. So it's like almost like sanding your roof off, but this is the stuff that'll do it for you. You can use this one from B&Q, or you can use the other type of brands which are out there. It's called Sugar Soap, and I think it's Managers, if I vaguely remember. That, once again, is a long established business. So we're going to fill the bucket up, not right to the top, but to around about 4.5 litres. This bucket is a 12-litre bucket. You can work that out for yourself, can't you? So if that's half, you want to be about there-ish, something like that. And 60 millilitres. It's about that. Do make sure your Veleda flooring tool is clean, and also make sure your cloth is clean. You don't really need this much. Now, all we're doing is washing it over. We're not doing any scrubbings because you've already done that with the other part. You're basically using this as an undercoat to the undercoat, if you get my drift. Right, we'll start on doing it. So to start with, you want to get it soaked in. Squeeze it off a bit. Very simple job. Whoa, I'm over here. I look like I'm miles away, don't I? I think you can see all right from there. I'll move a bit forward. And this is all we're doing. Once again, do it in little squares. You can do the wall at the same time. And just get on with it this time. Again, up into the corner. And remember, we've already scrubbed this previously, so we don't have to do too much to it. And then just get your cloth straight over it, backwards and forwards, along the edges, all the wall. And this end. You will start seeing the old paint come off the ceiling now. This is just normal. Well, that's that sorted. So just to recap, we've done a good scrub up first with Depot. Then we followed that up with sugar soap. Well, there you go, folks. Wasn't that nice and easy? Now in the next video, we're going to be covering the marks across the ceiling. You can see those. Now there's a special way of getting rid of those. I know this sounds a bit OTT. And don't forget to check out the description, because down in the description there is a number of things that you may find interesting. Also links to previous videos. And don't forget my playlist on DIY and painting and decorating. And I hope you enjoyed this content. And if you did, please subscribe and please share. And we'll see you again very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters!